Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Ogle, and welcome to another edition of What's My Story, an opportunity to talk to me a little bit about your life and history and a bit about where you've come from so that other people in the Link for Growth network and beyond can know a little bit more about you, not just about what you do for a living. So today I've got the pleasure of Ena Bautista. I think I might have got that
Yes.
right. Come and say hello.
Ena, hi. It's Ena Bautista. I'm here. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great day.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, yeah, everything's good over here. Sun is out again, which bodes well for the weekend, so that's good news.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
tell me, you're currently in Harrow, but I detect
Yes, I do.
I detect there that you're not originally from Harrow.
No, I'm not originally from Harrow. So I was born in Bosnia long time ago. We
Yeah.
won't say when. And I during the war in those areas in 1996, I moved to Croatia. So I grew up in Croatia, and most of my life I spent in there. And about 3 years ago, I moved to London.
So, tell us a little bit about. I mean, from over here in this safe island of the UK, we wouldn't know a huge amount about
Hmm.
Bosnia and Herzegovina and these places really, unless we made it our job to learn, as it were. But
Hmm.
what was it? So were you living in the southern part of Croatia near Split or around that?
No, so I grew up in northern part of Croatia, which is very close to Istria Peninsula, and it's in the bay. The town where I lived in is called Rijeka, and went to high school, primary school in there, and worked for about 7 years in there,
Right.
and yeah, and moved to London. Then
So what was behind the move to London then? Why did you?
love, of course. My husband is here, so we moved in to live together. It's a long story, but my husband and I had a long distance relationship, and then 3 years ago, I moved in here so we can build our family and build our life together.
Right. Okay. So how long
And
has?
London was my childhood dream. I always wanted to come here, so something like a dream come true.
So has it been what you expected?
Yes, it has been. It has been. It's been challenging, I have to say. For me, I love London because it's so multicultural, and there are so many different opportunities, and the culture here is quite different from how I grew up. But it's been challenging mostly because I don't have any of my family in here, so and friends. So being away from them, and I'm used to socializing and hanging around with them. So that's the challenging part. But I loved every single bit of it. It helped me grow.
So in terms of English and the language, did you already have
A
a
background.
good grasp
So
of English?
with my English, I studied English when I was in primary school and in high school, but I haven't spoken any word of English until I started chatting with my husband, because he's from different cultures. So the language that we speak is English.
So,
So I practice my English with him.
I suppose that's handy. One of
Yeah.
my best friend is from Hungary, and his wife is from Bulgaria. So the language that they speak is English because
Exactly.
Bulgarian's rubbish and Hungarian isn't good. So so you came here 3 years ago. How have you found like making friends and stuff here? Because
It's
you know
been
all
tough.
your
I have to. Yeah, it's been tough. I haven't found it to be as sociable in here, I don't know. We really like to hang around and go for coffees at least once a week and spend 3 hours on coffee chatting. And I haven't had the opportunity to hang around, but Link for Growth has given me the opportunity to, you know, get out and socialize with people and meet different people and from different businesses, from different backgrounds. So that's the reason why I go for networking. I go there to hang around.
So have you a young family now?
No, I don't have. It's just two of us, but we're planning starting up a family in future. Yes.
So another lady in Link for Growth is a lady called Gabriella, and I think you should go and check her out. She's actually from Budapest, but she's starting a part of Link for Growth, which is about people who haven't got a family support system around them, and how they can actually how well, it's going to be tied into Link for Growth, but how Link for Growth can help to support people who don't have that first support system near where they are.
And I think that's very important. That's very important to have someone, you know, to rely on, or just someone to chat about when you're feeling down.
Yeah. So you've been here for 3 years. What apart from work, we'll come on to that a little bit later, but apart from work, what is your passion? What do you love doing?
What do I love doing? Oh my God. I really enjoy listening to music. So when I'm not in a deep focused work, music is something that I really enjoy listening and dancing to. So that's kind of my obsession. I'm a type 1 diabetic. So for me, quite a lot of my time goes into research. I like to research everything and know about everything quite a lot. So I'm looking always how to inform myself, how to, you know, improve my nutrition and improve my control.
So did you say you're a type 1 diabetic?
Yes, I am.
Right. So that's
something that helped me shape me in a way, because since I was diagnosed 4 years ago, and that was something that really changed my life, you know, just switched it around 360 degrees and helped me look on life in a different way.
So I know that Deepa has recently been diagnosed with type 2, not type 1. So you know, some people don't know the difference, but there's also a group of people in around where I am who Michael Green Foundation, who are really involved in trying to spread the message about diabetes, because
I know
you know of them, and it's a massive problem. It's a massive problem, and
yes, it is.
Right.
You have to do quite a lot on your part. There's a huge responsibility on you, and it's the daily management. And I think for the best control, you really have to be well informed and know what you're doing, because that's the way you're going to do yourself, you know, a favor for future in long term.
So you got diagnosed when you were back in Croatia?
In Croatia, yes, I was diagnosed. That was quite a shock. They said it's a late onset, so...
Yeah, normally type 1, it happens much...
Usually when you're younger. Well...
You like to be different, huh?
Yes, I do.
So tell me just a little bit about the differences between your Croatia, you know, what's going on in Croatia. You explained that the culture's here more multicultural and it's different. What, you know, just in 2 or 3 sentences, what would you say are the major differences in, you know, the really big things that kind of stand out to you, sort of having moved here and then being reasonably fresh in your mind still, I guess?
One of the things which struck me the most is differences in culture, because we don't get the opportunity in Croatia. Even though I live in a multicultural city, we don't get the outsiders. We don't get as many immigrants from other parts of the world. We only get from the surrounding countries. So as much as it's multicultural in that way, not as London. And there's so much more to do in London. Everything is happening everywhere. There's so many things to do. You can do this, you can do that, bungee jumping, doing this, and paint, what's that thing? And then you can do this and that, theaters, and there's so much more to do. And I think that's for a young person, it's that hustle and bustle that I think we all enjoy.
So no going back anytime soon?
I don't think so. Maybe for holidays, yes, but I enjoy London, definitely.
So is your family still out there?
Yes, they're still out there. I go once or twice a year to visit them.
Any brothers and sisters? Or
I have a younger sister, yes. She's my little baby. Always will be, only 4 years difference between us. But we grew up, me raising her, because my parents work long shifts. So it was two of us learning how to cook and playing around and building forts. And so a really close bond between two of us.
So do you now cook more Croatian style food, or do you cook more?
No, actually, my husband and I have a mix of cultures. So he's a Filipino, he has a Filipino background, so we try to combine everything, and we experiment a lot. So we cook Asian, we cook Mediterranean, and we cook something from British, something which is like strictly British, bangers and mash. Full English breakfast, not so often. But yeah, we combine different cuisines in our
good
daily menu.
So tell us a little bit now about what fills up your day then, because
quite a lot of work.
so
quite a lot of work, research. I like to read. I don't know. I can spend hours on Google and trying to learn about new tools, softwares, and.
So what and for what purpose is that to apply to?
To my business, definitely, because I haven't run a business before. I was an employee. I started working at the age of 19, straight out of high school, started working. And then since then, I haven't stopped. And when I came here, started running my business, it's quite different. Nobody taught me how to run a business. You need to know how to market yourself. You need to know how to sell, which I wasn't really good at. And there's quite a lot of to running a business. It's not just delivering the service. So those are kind of things that keep me preoccupied. I like to know, and I like to implement it and improve myself, definitely.
We met last night at the Pinner Drinks, and your OCD qualities
yes
came into the conversation.
OCD conversation. Well, I'm not sure if that's an OCD. I have never been diagnosed, but one of the things that when I used to work in court as a typist, and I used to work with a judge. And one of my roles was to look through the verdict and spot the mistakes and put everything aligned and break down the paragraphs and actually just editing the whole document and keeping systems in place. And for me, I really love everything organized. And there is a saying, 1 minute spent in organization is 10 minutes saved in execution. So that's something that I really believe in. And I really like to be prepared for what I'm doing and prepare in advance. So OCD comes into place when editing the documents.
Yeah, everything has to be in the right place.
For me, order when having an order or having a system in place means peaceful and easier work.
So does that transcend into keeping the house absolutely, that everything's in its place? If there's anything,
Yeah, well, it has to. I'm trying not to be as strict, but for as if it was for me, it would have to be spick and span the whole time. But I believe it's difficult to maintain it. It's difficult to maintain it, and so I try not to get too bothered about it. But
okay, so
it's better if everything is in place. I like everything in place, but it doesn't have to be like looking like a pharmacy or
so that's kind of giving us a flavour of kind
yes.
of where you're about. What's for the future? What have you got? What's your expectations? What would you love to be doing? And
In future, I would like to spend 3 hours of working, being location independent, and maybe spend time traveling. And I think building up my work now will help me be location independent in future. And all I need will be the laptop and the Wi-Fi, and that's it. I would like to spend more time in Croatia during summer, swimming, sunbathing, and the rest of the world, of course. I hadn't had the opportunity to travel when I was younger, so I think that's on the horizon for me in the future. Of course, with family, hoping to have kids in future.
good stuff.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's it. It's not as bad as perhaps people who come on here to do these things. They dream up all sorts of expectations of how horrible and difficult it's going to be. But hopefully,
yes, I agree, because for me it was I was sweating and I was really, really anxious and nervous. But I think it helps having someone on the other side and not just talking to a camera. So I think having you on the other side really helps. So anyone who's feeling scared or thinking whether they should do it or not, just go for it. It's not as bad. It's not as bad.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on and doing.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's going to go up on YouTube tonight, so you'll be
Great.
able to have a look and see how you did.
Oh yeah, I better not look at it, or I'll be looking at it like this.
Yeah.
Between
All right.
my
Well, thanks very
fingers.
much, and
Thank you.
I will see you soon.
Yeah, have a nice day. Bye.
Have a good weekend. Bye. Bye.
Bye.